I keep thinking to myself, how can I prepare for the onslaught of having 3 does due on the same day and potentially having 10 kids on the ground? And that's first freshener training. To be fair, Reba is not a first freshener. She's a second freshener. Sorry, it's kind of loud right now on the farm. But she is mighty big, guys. She's definitely gonna have, I think, at least 4. Then we've got Winona, who is actually a half sister to Reba here. This is a Napoleon daughter, this is a Finnick daughter, but they're both out of Daphne. And she looks ready to go. She is big as well. So I think she's gonna have at least 3. So when we do stand training, I just like to pretend that I'm milking. You know, I don't grab them from behind because that's more uncomfortable for them. Just pretend I'm milking. It's fine, everything's fine. It's gonna be a fun milking season, isn't it? Now this one is a true first freshener, so. So this is gonna be really fun. The camera's gonna fall off. And the best way to train a first freshener is to never take your hand off, no matter how much they kick. If you pull your hand away every time they kick, they'll learn, hey, if I kick more, she'll take her hand away. So you can just hold it here and let her realize, like, no girl, I'm not moving my hand, so you're gonna have to get used to this. And eventually they concede. They give in. I can already tell that she's not gonna have the best attachments, but hopefully if she fills up here, up high, that'll kind of make up for it. That was a good training. You're doing good. I love when they squat. When they squat, that's kind of them giving in a little bit to it. So she's giving in a little bit. I'm gonna be trimming the udders soon, and then we'll start doing udder updates. See who's gonna go first. It's kind of interesting to see the size difference between the two because there's a year difference. Reba is 2 years old and Winona is about to hit 1. So they both have that Daphne face, don't they? Both a little bit red, but Winona has moon spots and is less red than our Reba here. River here is due just the day after Winona and Reba. We're just calling it the same day. And she's got a little udder, but it's well attached, which I like. You can feel those attachments right there. Pulling on her udder. She's normally a really good girl. I think she's gonna do just fine as a first freshener milker, aren't ya? But I'm wondering, even though the initial ultrasound showed that she had 3 or 4, I think she might just have 1 or 2. She doesn't have a big udder. She doesn't have a very big belly. So we could be dealing with just 1 kid from River as well. You're a good girl though. Attachments are important because it keeps the udder from swinging around when the udder is nice and big. If an udder swings around a lot, it's more prone to injury. So we prefer an udder that's well attached. We call it socked on. We like an udder to have attachments. And that's something I've been trying to improve in my herd. Hopefully she has doeling and we can keep that udder attachment going. So what do you guys think? I think she might have 2, maybe 1, but maybe she has 2. She definitely has 3, if not 4. These are my 2 moon spotted girls. So pretty. You like that? Yeah. Oh, trying to leap out of my hands. Come on! Okay. Here, hold her up so I can see. Let me see her teats real quick. Oh, you have to go the other way because they don't hang down. Let's see those teats. Not too bad. They're so little, but you know, we do want to check to make sure there's no double teats or anything. They're not bad though, Cricket. Not bad. Okay, check his just in case. I just want to see how they compare. Yours are a bit longer, maybe. No, they're about the same. They're about the same. You got both? There you go. You're good. So we check for teats early on. We check to see it, make sure there's no double teats or split teats. That can be a defect that you don't want to keep breeding. Cricket doesn't have that. I was worried she might have really tiny teats, but she looks okay. She looks okay for now, so I think we're good. And yes, male goats have teats as well, just like how male humans have teats. Oh, nipples. Today we disbudded Cricket and she did pretty good.
Oh.
I mean, she was definitely a screamer a little bit, but you know, that's to be expected, huh? I like to give my babies a pain med first before they get disbudded, so we give them a little teeny tiny dose of Banamine, and then after that has kicked in, I do the disbudding process, which is never fun, but I try to be quick, get it done, finish with an ice pack, and in about an hour or so, they're back to normal, back to playing. Watch, she tries to jump out. Oh my gosh.
She is related to Tilly.
This is such a Tilly thing to do. She's figuring it out. Like she's thinking,
Yeah.
how can I get over if I jump really, really high? Oh my gosh. Go. Look at that. Okay guys, look at that. That's not very bad. She's starting to fill up. She's starting to come into milk. And that's not bad. I'm liking what I see. Let's see how much milk she gives us today. I'm getting spoiled with Honey because she's so easy to milk. She doesn't kick. That's like unheard of for our first freshener. She's such a good girl though. So goats hit their peak amount of milk at about 6 weeks after freshening. So here we are about 10 days after freshening, and it's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm still milking her 3 times a day, and we're giving her beer to help boost her milk. So malt beer is well known for bringing in a goat's milk, and it's okay for them to drink just a little bit. Kind of an old traditional way of how they used to do it. When I was nursing my kids, my grandma brought me a malt shake to help bring in my milk. So there must be something to it, because it did work. My kids got nice and chubby. All right, that was pretty good. Let's see if you know the way out today. We do this 3 times a day. She's got it, guys, she's got it. We need to put a gate this way, because that's where all the does want to walk out. But now we have to walk down this way, because this is where the gate is. Okay, just a minute. Alright. We want at least a cup. Exactly a cup, a little bit over a cup. That's good. We'll take it. I still have to supplement a little, but not much. Honey is she's feeding both of them now. Almost both of them. Because these kids are now at 6 ounces. They're a little bit above 5 there. Okay guys, I have a problem with the dehydrated. I keep saying that, but it's freeze-dried. I freeze-dried this milk back in October, and it did great. But when I rehydrated it, I noticed there's all these clumps in it. And I tried different methods. I did cold water, I did warm water, I did hot water, like boiling water. And it never quite dissolves. And I did the correct water to freeze-dried milk ratio. I'm gonna show you what happens when I strain this freeze-dried reconstituted milk. There's like a thick, clumpy paste. I don't know what happened. I guess I could strain it, but I'm just worried it's gonna take out maybe some of the fat or the nutrients, and I want them to have, you know, enough fat and everything. So I don't know What's going on? I'm worried that it's maybe not gonna be as good for these newborns, so I'm gonna do the next best thing. This is what you do. So if you don't have the dam's milk, then you do another dam's milk, another goat's milk. If you can't get that, then you go to whole cow's milk. And that's actually really good for them. They can totally digest that, they do fine. We're using whole milk because it's readily available, it's easy to find. You could also get goat's milk from the store. We couldn't find it today at our local store, but they can have whole cow's milk and they do fine with it. So we're gonna do that mixed with some of Honey's milk. Hopefully here in the next few days, Honey's production will boost and then she'll be able to take care of both of these kids. But in the meantime, this is a good lesson. This is what you would do. If you had a baby goat, this is what you do. Don't get the powdered replacer. It's horrible for them, which kind of sucks because it's marketed to people that are raising baby goats and it's really one of the worst things for them. I cannot tell you how many people message me asking what's wrong with their 5-7-day-old baby goat. And when I ask what they're feeding them, it's always the replacer. Well, the good news is we're gonna have lots of mamas deliver soon with lots of milk. So they won't have to drink cow's milk that much longer. Gotta take the morning potty. You'd think they've been holding it in all night. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of pee-pee. So nice to put them out here in the morning. I love when they get fresh air and sunlight, and it's nice for them to be outside. Honey, what's that? Is that your baby? You kids are so cute. I took some professional pictures of Cricket last night and she looks really good. I love a lot of things about her. Her shoulders, her top line. She could be a little bit wider, but as a week-old kid, it's a great time to take a snapshot and remember what she looks like now, because as she gets older, she's gonna go through some funky stages and she might look rump high or she might look weird. So it's nice to remember, hey, she looks good right now. She'll probably come back to that as she gets older. But the best thing is she is so healthy and strong, and I love to see that because you want a healthy kid to be able to carry them throughout growing season, when they're a kid to when they're a junior adult. So I have high hopes. Her mama was like that too. Honey was just really strong and healthy, grew really well, and I like to see that. Even though sometimes she tries to jump out of cages.